But I think that what we're going to see them do is they're going to sling Viper, and he's going to try and cause chaos on the China side of the map. And once he's done that, they're going to hope that Sletten can come and finish the game with a good economy. I think they're going to have Sletten boom. It's my guess.
Yeah.
Viper missed his spot bad.
Yeah, let's take a look.
He found it now, it's just going to be really late.
Yep.
Wow, he's going to have the latest China start I've seen, I think.
The spot he's going to looks fine, but yeah, you're right. He will arrive there very late.
Button's going to miss his spot, in a way. Might find it after he's already chopped, but they never ever hit his relatively well. And MBL hit his first time for everything.
Yep. I think Never Ever can still relocate a little, or he should go a little bit north, right? Or should he? Yeah.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Naruto fan Sletten. No, wait.
Yeah, he should have been going.
Sorry, Never Ever. Confused
Never
them.
Ever.
Sorry.
Yeah, he needed to go a little north, but I mean, as long as he can put his TC like around that corner, then he can get the boars there. It's in a good position, like, and he can get to his mill. And Red's far enough away where he doesn't really need to worry about that.
Just looked at Sletten. He needs to go south, obviously. Okay. Yeah, Red looks fine.
Looks like Chinese hit it pretty hard. With, I guess the exception of, well, Jax is close enough where it doesn't matter. I guess.
Yeah, for happy. No, it looks fine.
Food,
okay.
Wonder how much faster Happy is going to have his TC up. Well, he's like 100 wood ahead, I think. The Viper. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be for Viper. He was really doing a nomadic start, just walking around. At least I think he's a lot scouted because of that.
Yeah, there's 180 against 120. No, never mind, 210. So yeah, you're right. 90 to 100 would head start here for Happy. Okay, yeah.
But I'm kind of the opinion that, you know, if you can get a better spot out of it, like a little delay isn't terrible. Especially like China, like if it was like a Mongol, some civ that doesn't have a economic bonus, like in wood chopping getting the TC up, that 100 wood difference is a lot, like, but with China it's like a trip or two.
Yep.
Like, he's building his TC now and Happy wasn't even half done with his, so it's not that big of a difference. It would be a lot more different if they were next to each other, but with the kind of distance that all the players seem to have in this map so far, it's not going to be super critical.
Yeah, Norway seems to be, well, in the west towards the south, and then China in the north towards the east, so it's very split, yeah.
The map really aligned itself already, like, you can see exactly the trade lines, like each team is taking half the map exactly, like there's not a whole lot out of place.
Yeah.
I always wonder why guys do the TC that Emenme is doing. I guess it's personal preference, but I always lay it right on the wood.
Yeah, we don't see that too often on a higher level, especially. I don't know, to be honest.
I've seen guys build it like cut off boar lure pathing or something like that when they want to secure their food if they're near somebody. I've seen some people do it right in the middle near their deer so that they don't have to mill or whatever, but I also kind of like making the mill so I can get my farm techs when I want them and have that extra building for upping. It's just always seemed a little better to me.
Yeah, when you see your opponent's lumber camp right next to yours, then obviously you can drop the TC to secure resources, but here I don't see the point. Yeah.
I like Jax's TC spot because it's not too terribly far, or he doesn't need to make a mining camp to get up fast.
Yep, that's a good one.
Able to lure out the front. Wow, his boar are really far up there.
Sorry, who, Jax or?
Jax, yeah. Looking between Jax and Viper, there's 3 boar that are closer to Jax. Those are his actual like starting boar.
Yeah, he only has 1 plus deer. And then these three, yeah, they're probably too far for Viper. Viper has three in the front, very close, so I don't think he will go for these. But maybe Jax just missed his spot a little. Maybe he should have built the TC below the forest.
Yeah, he did. I mean, the stragglers indicate your spot more than the food does. I mean, the food is always near the stragglers. The stragglers are what defines your spot. Because the food can be skewed one way or the other, so it's not a true define. Slitton missed his spot the most of anybody, but he can sink back into that pocket too when he starts to do his boom if he wants.
Yeah, he didn't really relocate, he stayed there. But he found some sheep. With Mongols he won't hunt though. Let's check his point of view. Has he found these deer or not? Ah, yes he has. So he will be fine, I think.
I actually, I kind of like Never Ever spot if he's gonna sling. He can do two little or two walls, and he can send the map. And then if Slutton or MBL does a couple in the middle, they've walled almost all the way to Viper.
Yeah, if they connect this gap between Never Ever and Xiao Fan, then that's half the map walled, right?
And I know that they're going to want to sling, and they're probably going to want Never Ever to sling, is my guess. But I guess MBL could also do it since he's so far back and has so much distance already.
Spanish as a sling civilization can always try, but yeah.
Well, I mean, one team that does it very well is Argentina, for example, is they'll do that because if position dictates it. It's not thing you're only losing a little bit with the TC not creating villagers as fast, but in a way, Persian it might be better to have them do the booming anyway because their TCs are faster in a different way. Like if they have 3 or 4, then you're getting even more bonus.
Yeah.
If you're going to sling, it's got to come from somewhere. And sometimes there's not terrific options, but it's just more about what positioning makes the best sense.
It looks like Happy had a really good start. He's still 2 population ahead of Viper.
Which makes sense. That's about the time it takes to probably build half a TC.
Yeah.
I mean, he's about 1.5. I think he's 1.5 to 2, so relatively close. I also think that slinging Viper in this map is particularly good because it's so open to this side for. I mean, context is everything. It's land nomad, but it's still relatively open for land nomad. Like, there's a lot of territory there. It could be walled in different areas, but
yeah.
Like, if I'm them, like having Viper be able to push Mongol and maybe Chinese, that would be ideal. Oh man, Never Ever is not even going to take his deer.
What is he doing? Is he just
walling it? Just gonna wall it and not take them. See, I would have made a mill there, and then once I finished, or I would have tried to hunt it early, before there's a chance of any scouts or whatever coming in. And then as you retreat, build, and you can use your mill even as part of your wall to secure it.
Okay, now it looks like he's finally going for it, but he has way too many on sheep there. That's 7 on sheep. But okay. It looked like more. I thought it was 8, so that is still okay.
What do you mean?
Oh god, I'm confusing purple and blue all the time. My bad.
Oh.
Jesus, second time now. Yeah, he's walling out the deer there. Sorry, Never Ever. I was checking a Naruto fan and he just went for the deer there, so made sense in my mind. Anyway.
I mean, that's like almost was 1,000 food approximately, and let's say with rot, let's call it 850. That's a lot of food to just give up, like no contact test. And even if you're slinging, I guess, I mean, even if you're slinging, it matters. Like, if you just take that and delay your farms, like if you can go up and make your farm checks and then place your farms or whatever. And he's got a lot of sheep, so you could count on that, but I just still think it's like an unnecessary waste.
Can you check the exploration from Never Ever? If you ask me, that is not too much. Is that because he didn't find too many sheep, or is it just...
He has a ton of sheep, he just didn't want to use them to scout.
Oh god, he has heaps of sheep there in front of the TC. Yeah,
He
so
has plenty, and it should be like he's actually walling in a very strange way. Like he's 20 of 45 pop right now, and he could just make palisade to secure it, and then once he gets up, does a stone, because I mean, breaking through a house isn't that entirely much, or isn't much more difficult. Breaking through a maybe palisade wall, but your whole goal is to seal it off this early by committing 2 villagers to keep going and walling like you're afraid of a sneak or something. Like, just build a palisade. You'll build it faster and cheaper. He's losing bills at home.
Yep, saw that too. And China is building pretty proper walls. There's one coming up from Jax, there's one from Happy in the middle.
Yeah, I fully expect... Wow, that's a very forward ball from me. And that Jax wall is not going to last long.
Yeah, unless he keeps a villager there for some reason.
Oh, he's not taking those boars either.
Yeah, I think he's just making up his mind. Are these mine or not? Can he actually take them? Yeah, to the mill he can.
Well, he could, certainly. I think he's also maybe worried about a scout from Viper.
Yeah.
They actually have a miscommunication though, China does.
Where?
They have a hole in their wall. I don't think that they're realizing because of flare accuracy, I'd guess.
Yeah.
I'll watch on their point of view and see if
there's still a gap between enemy and Xiaofan.
Oh, he's gonna walk through now. Xiaofan should. Just deleted his wall, but yeah, now I think he's gonna go see.
Okay, let's check the few latest. Jax is gonna be up first as Mongols, then Happy as Chinese, and well,
Viper's going scouts.
Yeah. Viper is up already, yeah.
Not gonna make it in time.
Yeah, Jax is walled now.
Oh, and Red has not fully figured out yet.
Nope, he just went through with the Vil, but where's he walling now?
I'd love if Viper caught it. I'm not gonna pretend to be super unbiased.
No, that's fair enough. But I think Red will wall it in a strange way, but it's still a builder.
Yeah, even if he goes back and walls the other pass, like either of those, that's the only pass into them right now. That's why I was kind of surprised that Viper goes to go up and do scouts. Like, the Chinese are, as just kind of a nation, are known as people who wall early and often. And in Land Nomad, yeah, you don't have scouting information as either, but still, it's still is kind of an easy map to wall. Like, you have a sheep, you can usually find the passages and put it together, especially in 4v4.
Yeah. You know what I'm looking at right now? At the resources that never ever could have secured with that obvious wall, right? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 goals. Then all the deer we mentioned.
But it's also scouting information. Like, he sees those, like one pile of those, but he also doesn't see the tree line there.
Yep, exactly. That's what I tried to say earlier. Just looking at the minimap, I'm sure other players have scouted more. Let's compare that. Well, Viper actually hasn't scouted an awful lot here. It's interesting. But his role is kind of clear.
And Happy deleted a little bit of his wall and he's laying his stable on it, so he's probably going to send something in the way side of things. Does that, but make Norway defend while not being able to attack, and it's better and better for Chinese. Especially if up the castle and Viper is stuck in. futile for any extended.
The yellow scout came a little late.
Viper will be up quick though.
Yeah. We'll get up this Crusade wall. Okay, so Slatin in blue are making sure this time. We'll go up to castle. Is he just going to boom as a Mongol? Could be.
Slatin should, yeah. If they can, they should. I hope that Viper tells them like, hey, there's a wall space here and there's a Chinese scout in now. So as soon as they see that, they need to know that they're open. Although they should know anyway, since only one guy walled.
Yeah, I think Norway is not even trying to be super safe. Like Viper and Slatin haven't walled at all. MBL can't really be blamed here. So yeah.
Viper's gonna go full push. He's sending villagers up to make another stable, adding gold miners. He's going to push with probably knights, mangonels, and maybe monks. And he's going to do this in an effort to let Slatin, MBL, and Never Ever all do their own economies and
Never Ever is getting coinage, so I think he will sling. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
it's just so slow. I would
expect it, right? Yeah.
It was just so slow. I really expected him to not be slinging.
Good point. We're at minute 20, actually. Yeah. Could have started earlier.
Viper has 1,000 wood right now.
Well, he will use it, I guess, for siege workshops, monastery, and so on.
Should be using it for farms too.
Yep. From the Chinese team, not much aggression yet. There's 2 knights. But that's it, really. 2 more knights, okay. Okay, monastery coming up for Viper. In the middle.
Red's just booming, so he's not slinging. Even me is booming. Only making 1 TC, so it's red too. They're not even each placing second, third TC. Bizarre, but
we can go to his point of view. He's just saving up. He needs 10 more wood, and then there will be a third. Yeah, he's dropping it now.
Micro. Terrible Viper.
Oh yeah. These scouts won't really.
Well, they chased him away.
What?
I don't know.
He could have fought there.
Ones, but
yeah.
I guess. I mean, now Viper has a distinct advantage in that fight.
Yeah, with the camels.
Going forward, so I think Happy saw the additional building, so I think he's able to declare it was a sling. I know that he saw the workshop, and I think, well, Jax has outposts now, so I mean he's going to see him coming. But will he be able to do anything about it is another question.
Yes, there is a second layer of stone wall coming up from Jax. So that information definitely went through. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I'd begin making it there. I'd probably start making it like a couple layers up back by my place and probably change to maybe sling Happy or make my own camels or something, because Viper's coming through. Getting a sling in which the score should show. And
yes, obviously.
Yeah, then, I mean, 2 layers of palisade wall, or 2 layers of stone wall aren't gonna slow him down when he has monks and onagers.
Viper does not see the second layer, does he? Yeah, now he does. Okay, on the other flank, not much going on really. Never ever slinging, I suppose. Shao Fan is booming. Yes.
Looks like MBL is getting a good boom in. This is really good for Norway. going to have to play a lot of the other side of the map. He's going to need to make sure that Letton's able to get his army out and Never Ever doesn't die. Never Ever should actually be making more stone walls.
I'm glad he got stone walls now. Used to be palisades. Okay, yeah. Heavy walling now from Jax.
Yeah, I don't... At that point, like, retreat. Like, if you might just lose 5 villagers and you're not slowing him down much. Like, if you're slowing him down in that manner, why are you slowing him down? What are you doing at home to change your outcome after he gets it? Not making buildings, he's not doing anything. In fact, he only really walled out green. You need to delete his houses to make sure that Happy Happy can get over and help him out.
This gap there, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's take a look at the military stats. Viper 18, Happy Happy 12. And, yeah.
There's one good thing about the way this is going for Norway so far, since it appears that Jax, and I guess even me at first, they only made 1 TC. Like, they didn't have enough to just drop 2 TCs right away. And so Jax is stuck on 2 TCs right now. He's adding his 3rd. He actually has less villagers than Never Ever, so the team population is actually, I think, favoring Norway just slightly. I mean, that could obviously change really fast, either through Viper raiding or maybe being... Yeah, I guess that would probably be the biggest. But
still,
for now, it's not looking too bad, and like MBL's boom is actually ahead of everybody's, so that could be very helpful, especially if Viper keeps them open and the other side's able to be defended, and Viper can just, or MBL can just run in paladins.
Why is Jax walling Happy Happy out further? I don't get that right now.
I think he's maybe trying to protect him.
And then sneak out towards the back, or... Yeah.
He's letting Happy Happy continue to fight through the front.
Oh yeah, there's some raiding in the front. Still monks and camels defending. I mean, me is slinging a little bit now, but he looks, yeah, pretty boomed as a mayor now.
Viper has such a gold surplus right now too. Like, that's one thing. Like, when I see people sling, I always like them to do food and wood, so the player can lay their TCs and then put their own guys on gold to control which units they're gonna make. But I feel like a lot of teams do that. Because most of your eco attacks and early military upgrades are all going to be units that are created by, or technology that's going to be wood and food, and that's why I kind of like that. You can take the sling and really invest it into making sure that your economy is elite at a much earlier time than it would be typically. Like right now, Viper's score while getting sling is the same as Happy Happy, so that's not a very effective sling by the Norway team.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Happy Happy is getting some sort of sling now too from Grey.
Oh, okay. Then he's gonna get a much better sling.
No, but it hasn't started that early, and it's in total much less, I think. But we should have a look at it.
I'm sure it's much less total now, but I believe that will only get more and more lopsided. Like, it'll just be more and more in favor of China as it goes, because he's got 3 TCs and better gather rates from better technologies. He already has 35 more villagers than Never Ever.
Okay, MBL are moving forward with villagers, probably dropping a castle. We'll have to see.
I like the MBL is being a good boy and starting trade early too. Looks like MBL is going to take Persians on.
So let's compare the villager counts then. 104 for Shao Fan and 102 for MBL. So, very similar. And there's the castle in front of Red's stone wall. Meanwhile, in the middle, well, Viper went back to protect Sletten. Jax is walling up even the front wall now. Norway needs to think of a new strategy now, I think.
Yep. That lack of a wall between Sletten and Jax's base really cost Viper on his push. Like, he couldn't just focus there, he had to come back. So this actually kind of turned out to favor China.
Kinda interested what enemy is doing. Will he go for plumes? Will he go?
MBL is gonna be very upset right now.
Oh, there goes the forward. He saved one villager, but that costs time. Yeah, he might even go for the castle. Yeah.
And to get murder holes, MBL.
He's getting chemistry at the moment. Not sure why. To get bomb
maybe he thinks he's gonna
cannons,
do hand cannoneers. Or cannons, or I don't know.
Bomber towers, probably.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I didn't think of that first.
Okay. Okay, Viper transitioning into the Imperial game, getting out Chukunu. He will hit Imperial now. Oh yes, MBL will be mad.
I think that, and I don't know because I'm not looking, but okay, never. I was gonna say never ever should be going up now, and he is. He needs to drop a couple TCs, and he has so much food right now that if he can't place TCs, that's a lot of wasted resources and opportunity cost.
Yeah, he could have
get that food reinvested in your economy ASAP.
Viper trying to save the TC, but sorry, the castle, but it's 800 HP left. I think the villager was killed as well.
I don't understand why Green made so many camels. Now he just played into a counter for Norway. Like, those are wasted units right now because he probably won't be fighting any. I guess he thought that he'd have to play versus MBL more, but even Red's making heavy camels.
Well, against MBL, that's probably okay, but yeah.
Those aren't push units, that's just don't kill me units. Like,
yep.
And they could just hide back within the walls. Even like if never ever went pikes now, they could be good enough. Or if like MBL went halberdiers, it would just be a total loss.
Yeah. Let's compare Jax and Sletten.
They're gonna double team Viper and MBL's army so bad right now.
Okay, so 124 Jax and 144 Sletten in terms of villagers.
Viper has a lot more Chukunu he's not using there. There they go.
Yep. A lot of knights coming in, but oh, there's... Oh.
Not getting elite or the technology for extra attack.
MBL, yeah. Oh, next thing he does, I guess, yeah, forging is coming in.
I meant Viper doesn't have elite Chukunu or the rocketry.
Yeah, not yet.
They're telling the Sletten to wall for an emergency wall there. Nice. I'm gonna run through and take some more hits. Oh, they didn't get it. That's... Probably go clean that for the... Oh, never mind, the Cavalier now. That sucks more, but... Still isn't too terribly many. MBL's sending too many back for it, though. Than 10.
You know, I thought the camels would be okay against paladins, but to send them into Chuganu and
Yeah, it's
Magidai, that's just a waste.
it's a counter. It's a 1v1 counter unit. Like, they have no other function other than killing something on a horse. So if they have such weak armor that if there's any archer in there, they're just gonna die.
Yep. Okay, and now there's
Tough spot here for never ever gonna be face versus bush.
siege rams now even.
This is where it's gonna pay off to have some camels, because like when MBL tries to come from the back side, he'll be intercepted. But I think maybe Viper will come, or well, never ever. You gotta finish that wall, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell
Yes.
MBL to go. We'll do some walls through them. It's gonna fall fast. One thing I don't like about Persians is they don't get fortified wall. Like right now, if you're never ever, you just drop fortified wall and make 100 of them with a couple of mangonels behind, and it just makes their whole army idle for a little while.
Okay, so on the flank where we expected some action between Jax and Viper, there's nothing happening at the moment. Game has switched here to the other side, yeah.
Jax has a lot of population too. When he starts popping out Magadai, he is in the middle. Looks like he has what, 5 castles. And if you Magadai come in, like he's gonna come in, and that might be the death blow for Norway, because never ever is not in the game yet militarily.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see the comparison between Sletten and Jax. It looked better for Sletten, but Jax is not sitting on his hands, right? He will be there with Magidai soon. Where's MBL right now? Yeah, go ahead.
Never ever's open.
Oh yeah.
Not killing that siege ram. They took out like all his wall.
Yeah.
There's another.
Oh. You can see 5 paladins from MBL. What's the army count for MBL? Well, that's 32. Not too bad in comparison. And here come the first Magidai from Jax.
It's a tough spot for Norway to take him. You want MBL to make sure those towers get up, but he did one villager tower builds, thought he'd have more time.
Yeah. China could run into Norway's trade if they wanted to right now. Okay, he's walling. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be Elite Eagles with El Dorado, fully upgraded now from MNE. That's gonna be really fun.
Whoever needs to drop his eco back, like get some villas to the back, drop some TCs, use the extra food on his team to get his population up to 50 with vills.
Yeah, he's sitting on 4,000
right now.
Food. Yeah.
Oh, he has food? Oh, yeah, he's not. I guess he's just gonna pump paladins, but that's gonna be like, he can't sustain it. He's gonna make like 30 of them, and he can't do anything.
Yeah, he
probably doesn't even have the stables to make them. No, he doesn't have a single stable.
And no wood to build one. Why? He got that war elephant just to troll, I think.
What's up?
He got a war elephant, one, right?
Yeah, he's gonna go elephants. He's actually researching to leave war elephants right now.
What? With population 60, you're not going war elephants. That's... no. Don't. Why didn't you just go paladins? Anyway, on the other side, Jax is not pushing yet. Stalemate there. In the middle, well, Viper is trying to catch the Chinese push from the back. MBL wasting paladins. Oops.
Jax is upgrading Onager to it, or he has Onager. I think he might have Siege Onager coming too with how much eco he had. Oh, he's making a lot of rams now. What he's gonna do is, well, Viper's focusing all of his attention elsewhere. He's gonna take that opportunity to take his castles. Chinese and Mongols are two of the hardest civs to push if they have like all their upgrades because their units are just naturally anti-ram.
Yep. Viper had to retreat though, lost 3 traps, 2 onagers. What's going on in the middle? Oh yeah, just clearing the trade. Nothing special there. Okay, quite a few units from MBL now. I think they can hold the castle there from never ever.
Clinton could get 100 awesome Siege Onager shots on it and maybe they'd have a chance now.
Yep. Siege Onager drill research as well.
Bill did a good job of clearing that attack by red, but I think that they need to get never ever some more wood because he needs to make pike and maybe like I'd rather see never ever have invested all that food and gold into doing something like, well, I guess if they're good, like Viper probably told them to do elephants and I'm just gonna send you all my food, but I just still think that that's not sustainable. I think that you've been better off just doing a lot of pikes and hand cannoneers for now and just making sure that side is held so that Slet and Viper can work on the other side.
Yep. I mean, they have 2 unique units already. Could use the stone. I don't know. Is there so much stone on Land Nomad to get up like 100 castles?
Yeah, sometimes there is. It depends on the spawn and or where you are and where the map generation has the stone come up. But they're slinging never ever a ton of food and stone now, and getting his castles up. So I mean, it could help. But we talked about it on the Team USA team. That's one of the reasons we didn't take Persians on Black Forces. It's so easy to convert elephants.
And there's also Halberdiers now from M and Me, so I'm not sure.
Although I did like them in Land Nomad, I like to make other people try and convert, but converting myself, I don't mind it.
Okay, well, yeah, China D is really getting the map control. MBL has a tiny gap there to defend, so that should be easy for him. The big opening really is between Jax and Viper, and Viper only has 1 layer of stone walls there, and I think Jax is getting into position. Siege Workshop, 2nd castle.
Yeah, he's doing. Yeah, Jax is gonna do his push through there for sure.
Happy just needs to hold in the middle.
Because Happy, they're not holding in the middle right now. Where's Sletten going with all this mega?
Good question. It just looked pretty good for
Norway. He's
Norway.
Gonna go over and help Never Ever, because Never Ever's dying again there. See, like if he was just spamming Halberdiers, he could have popped that 200. He could have gotten so many more units out, and then it would also like counter and neutralize one of their units. Like the Eagles would have had to come and do something, and just then, when you have 80 population, you don't need to start by making the most expensive unit in the game.
I mean, right now it's Paladins from MBL and War Elephants from Never Ever. It doesn't take a genius to counter that.
Oh, and they're cutting over on the west side.
Oh yeah, nice one. Viper spotted it. There's even an outpost, but he won't hold it forever there.
Slet might be able to get a shot to pass through though. Nice walling.
Yep, very quick walling there, and there's blue Siege Onagers. Nice one.
More Slet. Oh, and Sletton's at their trade.
Yes. Oh, that's a lot of Mangudai. Not gonna be easy to kill.
Is Red retreating? What are they doing about it?
I think Red needs to solve this.
Jax saw it. Jax is going. something's wrong. They're fine. I'll get to start taking.
Oh, quick though, he's getting a Mangudai in there one by one. It's gonna take... Oh no, sorry, there he is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so...
He snuck away 7 too.
Never ever gave up a lot of ground now. I think all...
He needs to know that he's trapped. He needs to just start fighting hard.
Yeah. Viper's buying stone. Sletten is still slinging never ever.
Never ever's pop is going up, but it's also kind of like narrowed down to this choke point now, and they're gonna start putting trebs on his castles. So I think he needs to adjust. He's gonna try and fight it with more castles, but I think if you're making castle units too, you should have at least 7,000 hit point castles.
Mm-hmm. Jax is trying to push on Viper again with siege rams, but it doesn't look like a serious push.
Big one. Big move by MBL here, although it was kind of seen. MBL has no powers all the way
he snuck in, yeah.
Mi's base, and is trying to make buildings there, but I don't think that he can get any support there.
Cut off the trade.
Yeah, he's trying to, but he got too ambitious by doing that one villager build thing again. Like if he was able to just get like a few things up, and then Garrison is... Well, I guess I don't even know if Garrison would have helped. But...
He got 4 up, and he's Spanish, so he builds faster. I think it's pretty impressive what he's got already. I didn't even notice. Okay, well, a Spanish trade is still fine. This could have ended
the
way
Spanish
worse.
trade advantage and not having Mayans is starting to really help out Norway. Like, even though Purple is taking a push, his population is getting better and better. If he gets up to 200, I think Norway is they're ahead in score right now, but it's still been pretty close. I'm not sure how much trade Sletten was able to get, but I'm sure it mattered.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty much a tie game right now, even if you were to say like the score, because I still think that Purple might not be in the best position right now. He's still in the defensive, he's losing castles, reliant on sling.
In general, I think both teams played it a bit weird. Norway had the Spanish on their team, and they wanted to sling and push early, and China, without Spanish, kind of defended and went for the long game.
MBL is going YOLO up the middle again with more bills. He's got about 10 more in there.
Yes, he is. There's...
But in Jax, the one thing that's doing is making Jax stay defensive. Like, one of the biggest pain in the ass things you deal with when you're Mongol sometimes is if you have to be constantly running around defending your territory, that's not making the best use of them. Their best use is doing a sustained and micromanaged push. Like, if they can... going forward, that's where they're doing their best. Or if they, especially if they can be going forward with using their speed, because they are fast units, and it's tough to keep up if you have a Civ that doesn't have speed. But in pick Civ tournaments, that's not, you usually don't see that. But right now, like, MBL is holding him there, and that's taking, like, what is it? Usually about 10, let's say 10 population for MBL, and they have to, like, commit, let's say 20, 30, 40.
And sure attention, right, to micro the rams and so on,
And now they have a really nice combination of units over on the right side, along with Purple making elephants.
Well, I find it admirable that Norway, after 6 hours, still has the energy to fight tooth and nail here.
Well, this is the greatness of Sletten we're witnessing here too. Sletten's probably one of the top 3 greatest players in AOC history, so when you have that on your team, it's really going to help you out.
Yep. Top score at the moment speaks for itself. And Sletten is pushing through the middle with, well, a few Mangudai, not too many. There's all the army, curious, going Alt C now.
Jax just made a pretty bad error up the middle.
What
He
happened
ran
there?
up to the bottom of the hill where Sletten had Manganites and he lost a ton of
Yep.
them that were defending
Yep.
him there. Now MBL is going to come in with more Paladins, Sletten's going to come in with more Mangadai, and I hope Sletten sends, or not Sletten, but MBL sends more villagers, but I think he's already YOLO'd a whole bunch in there, so I don't know how many more he has to sacrifice that are near there.
Well, he has 19 idle villagers, so he could send a few more.
Sletten's going to get a good shot on the Mangadai in the middle versus Happy. Come on.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Not paying attention. Ah, okay.
Yeah, China slightly losing ground. Never ever. And
They're gonna take a trade hit
Sletten,
again, and
yeah.
I bet MBL has some Paladins garrisoned in that stable that's up by the trade. I wonder how many is there? Oh, only 2. Anyway, but those knights, if they put them on defense and the Mangadai on stand ground, that's gonna do a lot for their trade wall. I guess Jax is falling close behind.
And China hasn't touched the Norwegian trade once so far. So
yeah, this game swung, like, I said, like, even though I didn't agree with what they were doing with Never Ever, like, if he was able to get his population up there, I don't think that there's a way that China will come back, because their population value will be just so much better, because Mayans just dwindles. Man, like, Mayan is just an exceptional early Imperial and mid-Imperial civ. Once Siege gets introduced and the other team is making units like elephants, which are so ridiculously strong, and they're still only occupying the same population space as, you know, a halberdier. Like, in different games, they value population space differently, but one thing that's unique about this game is it doesn't matter what it is, it's 1.
Yep.
So if you can have 40 elephants out there and the other team's trying to do 40 halberdiers, if you throw a couple Mangadai behind there, you're not gonna lose.
Ooh, big shot in the middle. That was quite a few Mangadai. Yeah, what you said, I absolutely agree, right? The Turkish spearman counts the same as a fully upgraded elite war elephant, right? That's a little ridiculous, but well, that's how it is, and you have to adapt. Okay, yeah, I think the middle is falling to Norway as well. Never Ever continuously pushing.
I like that Norway's getting a lot of value for the raid up the middle. I like that one that Button has the siege on it, or MBL's been constantly running bills through. Like, they're not sending a ton through there at each time, but they're always making China have to overreact, and China's never been able to just, you know, cap it off. Push on the right side with Never Ever, having all those oh my gosh, MBL forgot a gather point. He has about 30 paladins like, sitting at the base of one of Never Ever's castles. Once he runs those up there too, it's going to be just steamrolling, but they need, like, even though they have these great units there, I think that they should have siege rams. Like, I think with Sletten having all of his, or having his workshops right there, he should just send siege rams that way to clear those buildings, and it will fall fast. Now MBL realizes
for Never Ever, it's, well, it is a win, but it's not a big one, right? He's basically winning back the area that belonged to him.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's putting distance between them and their trade. Like, they were not far from their trade, and now it's totally secure. They have the civ advantages working in full force. Everybody has healthy resources and population on Norway's team, and all of China is dwindling. Like, it's a matter of time. This game is over.
Jax is starting a new push. Take a look at the corner there, or between him and Viper. That's a few siege rams there. He will definitely get through the wall. Does Viper have any defenses there? Doesn't look like it. So I think China realized they have to hit the trade as well.
Yeah, they can try and get it, but Norway has so much right now, they can take whatever hit it is and just adjust. Like, it would take like one of the greatest oversights of all time tournament history for Norway to lose this game. Like, they would have to have them go to their trade and not do anything about it for 10 minutes and spend all the resources. And there's the GG's.
Yeah. It's a little late, right? 1 hour, 12 minutes. of Spanish trade bonus. Okay. Well, Jax is trying to kill off a few trade cards, I guess. But there it is. Going through the achievements quickly. First thing really to check is the trade profit. So MBL 27.5, 19.5, and Viper 20. Who else did we miss? Never Ever 20 as well. Then 15, 15, 15, what, and 21. So I think these numbers speak for themselves. That is 15,000 times 2. That is like 30,000. Well, 25 if you take me into account. Still a huge difference here in gold. Tribute, what you said, it turned out to be much bigger from me than from Never Ever. He received actually in the end 28,000 and he only sent 5,600. Huh.
They're going to go back to 3 versus 3. That's where Norway feels like they have their biggest advantage, because Viper can do more with a small area of the map if they are able to put them in a position to sling.
Okay, 3-2. So let's go back. Didn't even check the army statistics and economy, but I think we saw what was going on there. It was really, well, in the beginning, a stalemate, pretty much, and then, yeah, late game decided, I think.
I think I'm gonna go get a beer.
Yep, I'm gonna go get a drink at least. Back in a minute.
Bye.
Okay, back. Alright, looking at the chat. Yeah, I think there was too much chat going on in this long game to read it all, to cover it all. Yeah, nice comeback there, I agree. It looked like China would react to the sling there perfectly and take the game. I mean, they pretty much pushed Never Ever off the map. But no, Norway turned it around. Scrolling through the chat. How long have they been playing? Looking at the time. 6.5 hours now. It's unbelievable actually, but yeah, that's what it is.
These sets are taking way too long. I think there was an 8-hour one yesterday, wasn't there? Or the day before? Or I think it was DNS.
It's not the settings, to be honest. It's
I know.
very often the connections, the problems, and I don't know what.
But I was talking to Yellow yesterday. I think he said that they had a 8-hour set versus, was it China? China Sea, yeah.
Yeah, the other China's played today. Yeah.
Way too long.
No, you can't expect adult people who go to university to their jobs to free up 8 hours, right? Who have family and friends. That's madness.
Yeah, it's too much in every way. Like, nobody wants to. I don't know how some people, like, when I was younger, I used to kind of like joke about, like, yeah, I could sit for like 18 hours and play games in a row and have the focus or whatever. But now it's just like, man, there's sunlight outside. I just want to be out there. And in a way, I guess I'm kind of like, when we played our games yesterday, I figure, okay, if we pull a nice upset, great, we're in the final 8, made a few bucks. If we don't, at least I can go on vacation next weekend and not have to think about this game.
Yep, that's always a trade-off. No, honestly, it's if I wouldn't have woken up really early today, I would have been screwed, honestly. You know, if it starts 3 PM your time, you think, well, I can go to the shops afterwards and so on, but no, I actually did all, you know, my chores, went to the supermarket, did everything I really had to do today before that game, and thank God I did. Otherwise, yeah, would have been bad.
Yeah, I thought about going and get, like, I'm supposed to get like a car inspection if I want to go drive Uber X again. They canceled my driver thing because I didn't have one on file, and I was gonna go do that, and they're like, hey, we can get you in at 1:30, and I called, it was like 1, and I said, I want to watch AOC, so that was my decision for the day. I kind of wanted to get it done today, but later today, and well, because there's a big, like, there's a massive fair going on right here right now. Like, if you have a minute, you should Google Minnesota State Fair. It's one of the biggest state fairs in the United States. It's hundreds of thousands of people. They go, and there's like all kinds of like weird and awesome like comfort food and rides and concerts and stuff. It's good. I wanted to go drive people there and take their money.
Well, that sounds awesome.
Good time.
Oh, game is about to start.
I don't like to actually go to it on the weekend because there's so many more people. I'll go on a weeknight after work or something.
Yeah, if you
like
live
that.
close, then yeah.
Yeah. Like, I lived 2 miles from it, probably.
Yeah. Okay, 3 versus 3. What was the map again? I forgot.
Continental is what it turned out to be.
Ah, it's the map pack, yeah. And yeah, it looks like Continental. No, it is.
Yes.
So who should we check out first? MBL playing as the Mongols, and he is up against Xiao Fan, and they're not really separated by water, as far as I can see.
This favors, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think that, well, there's not really much fish, so I hope the Viper doesn't go crazy with his Pokemon, but I think it favors Norway having Viper in the middle.
Yeah, to have Viper as a pocket, yeah.
So well. So I think that that's going to be helpful to them.
Okay, also I think Viper has much easier access to the center area compared to Happy Happy. I could be wrong, but the minimap looks like that to me at least. And from the center you can always decide who you're going after.
And if I was Norway right now, I'd want MBL to run up ahead and make some good walls. And then have him sling Viper. I guess it might not be that great because you could choke the map down so much, but I think that they should be able to kill Jax the easiest for the simple fact that they could get into him the easiest. There's much more area there and he's not going to have houses and stuff. Slutton, I assume we're going to see Jack's Grush, and I assume we're going to see Slutton Grush, but I could be wrong about that. They might not be able to identify the map very quickly because it's what it is.
Yeah, it's easy to talk for us, but for the players to make sense of it, not that easy. What I just thought, it's Rivers 3 and not a single Viking player. That's a little ballsy. In 4v4 we always see Vikings.
I think that they're... Well, a high percentage of the maps are maps that are more land-based. And so if a team does go without a Viking, they can play for a later game. Or like a more, like, I guess, broad... I can't even find my words, I'm sorry. I drank too much after we lost yesterday.
No worries.
I'm sorry.
Getting tired myself, so viewers just have to deal with it.
Yeah,
sorry.
Deal with it. But I think that I mean, you just, if you're not going to be in a position with the Viking where you can sling, it just pays off to have Mayan in that place instead. Like, that's usually what it is. Like, if you're playing full random, I guess on the Psy maps, sometimes, I mean, Mayans are more often picked. But if this would have been a full random game, like if this was like RTSL and they're playing full random 3 vs 3 or Continental 3 vs 3, Mongols, Vikings, and Huns are usually the ones taken, so that's why I say that it would probably have been Vikings instead of Mayans.
Yeah, maybe just the percentage of all-out water maps is smaller in the map pack. And I think it is, well, there's maps which have water, right, but it's not all about the water, so, yeah.
NC Pedro makes a good point in the Twitch chat that they, like, if they're aware of the map pack, they should know pretty fast that it's continental. He says that there are no other maps in the pack with that much water and green ground in it, so it should be obvious that it's...
Ooh, that is actually clever, because, yeah... What kind of maps are there?
If there's any team that I would expect to know very well what map it is fast, it would probably be the German team. Nobody plays more
the NC
maps
guys.
or puts as much thought into the map pack, I would guess.
Yeah. I just thought if I played this map, would I expect it to be Atoll, or would I expect it to be what's the other one called? Caribbean. But no, of course they're all desert terrains, so yeah.
I just thought that the Continental had looked kind of different when I played it. Again, I played it on a 4 vs 4. There was a little more water. Like, I'm not used to, like, when I've played Continental before, I've seen much more water than this one. But
no, it looks a bit strange to me as well. There's hardly any fish, not much water. So yeah, a lot of land for Continental, I think.
Viper lost his scout.
Okay. To which town center?
Jax.
Okay.
Got a sheep out of there though.
Alright.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and you're going up to a Huns TC, like, if you take a specific path, you won't even know you were at the TC until you're almost inside of it. You never see houses for warning.
Yeah. Okay, MBL clicked up to Feudal Age. Much faster. 28 seconds faster than Happy. Let's go to MBL.
Interesting. I would assume that MBL would grush here, but he only has 2 fish boats.
The dog
Very soft eco for this.
Yeah, does he want to go scouts?
And
no,
Zhaofan is actually going to do plumes.
What is MBL doing? He's just put 3 on gold. Does he want to go fast castle?
And a grush.
Okay.
Which I kind of like. Oh wait, what are they doing here? Maybe... I don't think they would do this, but could Happy be grushing as well? And they're just gonna have Zhaofan do the plumes. Why would they do that? That seems like it's overthinking it so badly.
Who, China or Norway?
China.
Yeah, I'm really surprised to see the Mongol pocket now going up so quickly. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
because
as a
he's going to
flank,
rush,
yeah.
I believe. I mean, he doesn't have that many fish for somebody who's
Mm-hmm.
going to be fast castling.
I'm trying to remember if China could have called a restart or not, because you know it's been 6.5 hours. I really don't remember anymore. But if yes, then they should have called a restart, I think. If they really want the Mongol in a flank position in 3v3, then that's worth the restart.
Yep, I think that Mongol isn't terrible, because if the Huns gets out of hand, they can make camels to control the middle a little bit, and you don't have to worry about a Hun making a castle in the middle for a long time usually. You also can kind of, like, if you're Mongols, you can fishboat boom a bit and get a really good economy going, and a Mongol pocket is not bad to have. Like, I'm really shocked. And now, I mean, by doing it this way, now purple is not going to be able to fish. He's already got galleons or galleys in fish, so he's either going to lose them or have to retreat.
Let's just go to Happy's point of view.
They're just going to give water to Viper pocket.
Happy is not getting a single galley out. What is going on there? He's getting wheelbarrow now?
So he is fast castling.
No, it's not fast castling.
Well, not fast castling, but slow castling.
No, really slow castling then. I think he's slinging now. He's just got...
he did blacksmith though.
Yes, but he's on 150 food.
I think he just did not know a build up for this map.
He has a few fishing ships, but he's far from 800 food.
He got away with a 2-dock rush too. Like, he should... I don't quite know where the best place would be, but he should probably pop out a few more fish boats. If he's going to remain unchecked, but he needs... Yeah, I'm glad he's going over to green. Happy. Once he gets there, it's going to give Viper just this insane advantage in pocket.
Yeah. Like, a way to confuse the casters, honestly. What is green planning on? Just a fish boom or what? I don't know.
And all Sutton has to do is hold his point of attack and don't lose it. And MBL will come around the back and just kill everything. What is MBL going to do? Like, I'm glad that he's doing walling like he is, but he should probably even make a little... Like, he's still susceptible to landing if Zhao Fan decides he wants to just transport in some units, but Zhao Fan is open too. Like, he walled his front, but he still has a hole on the side.
Yeah.
The Viper is just going to dance through.
And MBL just saw it. He just ran through with a scout.
I mean, even Zhao Fan sees it.
He should see it, yeah. Okay, yeah. Naruto fan, Slatin, what is he doing? Mayans. Let's check out his point of view.
Yeah, he's grushing versus Jax, and it looks like he has a pretty big advantage in number of ships.
That's 7 against 5 there.
Viper made a transport ship, and what he's going to do is make a few knights, and then he's just going to land them into Jax, who's grushing. Like, this is going to be a 25-minute game.
Looks like it.
And I see that player 6, Zhao Fan, is going to castle drop MBL.
Ooh, but he's not going to reach anything.
Yep. MBL knew that there's going to be a lot of... Gosh, that's a bad castle spot. That's going to be so easy to defend for MBL.
Well, it cuts off the stone, but apart from that, nothing.
And he sees it, he's just going to be able to go, like, re-wall all that crap, and it's going to take that guy forever to get in. If he tells Viper, hey, don't worry about this for a while, just keep raiding them, like, it's going to really hurt them, especially if he just runs in his base now. Look, it looks Viper's going to. His base is completely undefendable, with military units anyway. MBL is the easiest defense or stonewall defense there is in this one.
It's just a few tiles, yeah.
It would be clever of him to dock that part in between him and Fan right now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like Viper did not run all the way into his base. It looks like he redirected to go get landed into Jax. He's on Jax Wood right now. He's killed a few vills already. Jax can't be out of his TC because green is blooming. He made no military buildings.
Yep. Ooh, can he get in? Yes, Viper got into the gold as well. So, looking bad for Jax there.
Yeah, Jax is because he's stuck under his TC from 2 knights because green didn't do anything. Oh, Jax is killing Viper's fish though a little bit.
Was that a fire ship? I just heard ships going down.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few fire ships around places. And Jax is just gunning for...
Oof. Yep. Sending villagers back to wood. 2 knights are waiting there from Viper. Doesn't look pretty. He must be tired or something.
Well, yeah, that's 3... It's probably 4 AM for China right now.
Yeah. Well, anyone would understand if they want to reschedule. I mean, if it's just 1 or 2 games to play left, then... Yeah.
I wouldn't want to at this point, to be honest. Like, if you have 1 game to go, for all it takes to get these guys on the same page to begin with.
Probably true, yeah. Probably true. No, but I wouldn't, you know, think of it at 3 AM. I would probably think of it at 1 or 2 AM already.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on your schedule, too. If you sleep in all Saturday and then you play late, that's one thing. But, like, for example, I know that when we played, I think I was up for 20 hours in a row, and I mean I think that mattered more than the actual time.
Yeah.
We had to play late versus Vietnamese. So I mean, our whole team, you know, we work a full day, and then we come home, and then we're up super late because they couldn't start before like 11:30 at night. Like, we started at 12:30 at night for a song. We'd work the full day in the morning.
No, obviously I see the difficulties. Like, sometimes when I just look at the names of the countries and I can quickly calculate the time zone difference, then yeah, I know it's hard.
MBL fell for kind of an old trick.
What happened there?
He didn't secure his CM edge that he had walled to, so he's getting transported
the transport.
On.
Yep.
Like 3 nights now, 2 nights. Now he needs 3 or 4.
Well, he has 2 extra TC, so should be able to defend most of the villagers.
Yeah, that's one of the value of, or part of the value of getting up in a reasonable time. Like, being able to defend yourself by just getting inside and not losing every vill is so important. I see some people, like, stay feudal way too long, especially like when people sling if they don't know. Like, if it's not very well communicated among the team, you need him to get him up, because if there's any lapse in awareness and the other team gets up and gets inside of him, he's going to lose 40 villagers because he can only protect 15. Jax is causing a lot of little problems here. Those boats.
Yeah, but I think Jax got hit really hard on that.
Yeah, he's crushed, but...
29 villagers. And no fishing ships left.
Honestly, I think Viper's gonna be fine versus Pocket heads up. Button should just land on Jax. Kill him, and so they hopefully resign or something. But Fan is just gonna keep trying to ram his head into MBL.
Yeah, he's doing an okay job. Second forward castle coming up from Fan there. He's really much lower in score. I wonder if MBR can get Imperial quicker than him. Then all these castles will go. It doesn't look like it. In food, it's not great for MBR. Yeah, Fan will be up quicker to Imperial.
I think he's, I mean, depending on how he's able to get inside MBL and how long it takes. I mean, mine is just kind of better on the wing, you know, than Mongols. They can get up faster, make stronger, cheaper units faster. And if they get up and are able to like trev and gain that initial push, like it's very difficult for Mongol. But right now Norway just has such an advantage, like probably partly because of their fish and just kind of like because Green did not raid at all, and Jack's 27 minutes. Is Jack's even going up? No, he's not even close to going up. Is he slinging? Probably. He has a market, but that could have just been... Oh, he is slinging.
Yes, he is. He's slinging now. Again,
but
with...
Viper's up at the same time, like, it's not gonna...
Yep. No big
probably
difference.
Gonna beat that even with sling.
Okay, Viper building on the middle now. Adding more stables. Green happy building a castle. Yeah, they're testing the water.
Happy needs to build more houses. Kind of insight you can only get here, guys.
Yeah, he just built a castle. Okay. Well, it's all down to Sletten now, if you ask me. MPL and Xiaofan, they will have some fun 1v1. Viper can probably hold Happy for a while, and then Sletten just needs to push through there, I think.
I didn't realize this. There's this is good walling by MBL, by the way, those gates. But there's like Zhao Fan had been working on one section of wall very well for a few minutes and picked off took out 2 of his stone walls, so he's actually getting through faster than I thought he would.
Yeah, but still, I think
that castle push he's gonna get in.
MBL will be okay. He will not lose everything there.
I mean, he can't really make his castles because he has one stone pile on some back, but he just went skirms and rams. That would be enough to win the game because
he just needs to hold, really. Yeah.
They could do.
Okay, lots of camels coming up now. So camels and Magudai it is gonna be. Knights from Hans there, from Viper. Oh, Viper is helping out there. That's really useful for MBL, I think. Kill off the first few.
He's gonna cut off his escape route too, so the fan is gonna be out of those units at least.
He'll use them.
MBL is able to make like 15 rams or something.
Oh yeah, he's deleting the walls. Oh, quick wall though from Zhao Fan. Quick thinking. But it's just one layer of wall and a lot of cat rams.
Getting siege ram already too, which is really good for them.
Okay, Happy trying to take the opportunity, moving in with heavy camels.
Happy going ballsy with the forward there. I like the Viper's already switching to add barracks. He knows that he's just gonna try and force him off that. He has a lot of stables. He's gonna try and fully counter him. Viper could actually just run into Dolphin right now, like, because MBL is missing that hole in his wall. And there it goes, it's a race! Hey, he didn't make it! Oh, Viper didn't stop.
Oh no, he came through with 5 cavaliers.
Yeah. Could have got in more, but...
It's just a matter of time.
That down anyway. It's a matter of time, yeah. Oh, he ran all the way around with the camels.
What? Where do these camels come from? Oh, over that crossing, yeah, I
he
see.
ran all the way through Viper's base and then into MBL's. It's actually going to work out really well for them.
The mangonel is helping fight. Sorry, the camels are fighting downhill. Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
MBL shouldn't have made the farms on the left. He should have had that be like where he's making skirms from. Now he's starting to make archer ranges because he decided at 35 minutes he might make some military units. And now he's going to be sending skirms from the back of his base. Dude, I'd rather see him go. Well, he doesn't really have, I guess, enough wood for it right now, but go Scorps. That'd be fun.
The Norway Viper got halberdiers now. He knows that he's up against some Mongols.
Yeah, well, that was just to help with the camels.
Oh, okay.
Like, take that away from him. But Sletton's gonna help out versus Mongol too. So it should be fine. MBL still doesn't have a blacksmith. Or maybe it had one and it got killed.
Well, we said earlier that this might be a very quick game. Now that I look at it, there's Mayans pushing Mongols who don't have stone. Sletten, I don't know what he's planning there. He's not doing much at the moment. So this is not looking too bad for China at all.
No, I agree. But I still think that just because, like, look at the team populations, I still think that they're just much better off. And I don't know why MBL is going to go C again. Maybe he's going to like try and do bombard cannons from the side or something, but right now I just don't think it's that practical. Like, you're not going to gain enough from it.
No big point, really.
Viper's going to be stuck doing a lot of work right now. I think you want to help him on land if you can. Because if they stop that point of attack rush versus Viper right now, and then they push player 6 back, that's a pretty much ball game. Button's gonna have a lot of population soon too. He already has 100 hit point eagle warriors.
Yeah, they don't have meat shields really. Mayans and Mongols.
Viper just flared his siege workshops. He has 10 rams. He's gonna send from behind, so him and Sletten are gonna time their attack and go in at the same time now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Paladin upgrade has been completed. Elite Eagles with Eldorado now. So yeah, this might be it. And I think it's a good move from Norway to strike early and not to wait another 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to go help MBL eventually. Right now MBL has too many villas and wood in his base. He needs to escape some on the middle, so they need to take the middle. The map that's, I mean, you can't always just keep building back because you'll end up running out of land.
Yeah, very, very good attack here from Viper and Sletten. MBL.
No, Viper will just be able to send all his paladins into MBL's base and kill them.
Or is he? He's chasing the Mankudai. Well, anyway, the forward base is completely gone there for Happy. MBL is sort of in trouble, but both.
Wow, Jalfan got caught.
Caught where?
The written Viper's base, he was like running his plumes over Viper's formation.
There. That was not wise. I was just about to say either Viper or Sletten could both kill him easily. Why is he running into their arms there?
If I'm trying to... I resign right now because it's already super late. you're not winning this game. Go back, you still have maybe a little energy.
Well, that doesn't help much, because then it's 3-3, right?
I mean, they're not going to win it anyway. That's not like this. They're going some kind of opportunity here. This game is over.
Yeah, just to save time for
Jack's
this one.
sitting at 60 population, and Vipers are breaking into him right now. He's not able to be defended. The one good thing that China does have is they still have a lot of MBL's resources, so that would be good, but every single player of Norway is ahead of every single player on China as far as population right now.
Yep. Oh, and Viper is pushing on Jax. It's just 3 siege rams, but that's enough, to be honest, to get in there. So yeah, I think...
And all it will take is like 5 to 10 Eagle Warriors in his base. What's he gonna do? Kind of like what I said about slinging. Once you're at a point where your sling is just not as valuable to the person who should have their economy going anyway, you need to go up so you can actually defend yourself. It's for him to actually, for them to ask, happy to come over and defend him right now. That's just too much to ask. There's not enough that you can do. He's struggling right there, and so if he gets in, then it's just a ball game. There's GG.
Yeah, there it is. Alright. That was a good game here from Norway. Again, not sure what was the plan there for the Mongol pocket. Nicely played from Xiaofan, I think. And then Jax, yeah, got unlucky there. He wanted to sling and, well, got knights in his base. Okay. Updating the score. 3-3. Oh boy. So, we will have a decider here. It's a best of 7. Oh, achievements. Just really quickly. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment here, just show really what's there. Okay, let's go back. Oh boy. So, some chat there. Paladin is in the game room. He's not part of China D, but who knows? Question from the chat: what game will game number 7 be? English question mark. It's gonna be JD Cross. It's basically a land map with 4 lakes in the corners.
I love Cross. I wish we could have played it. Like I haven't played it, but that's the kind of map that I really like.
Yeah, it's a mixed map.
Oh, it's Grass Rocks. It's not Cross.
What? Oh god, did I read it wrong?
JD Gross Rocks.
Am I getting tired now or what? Alright, it's the one that looks a little bit like Scandinavia, at least when it comes. Yeah, well, the water, right? Left and right is like Scandinavia, and then
yeah, I think you're
in the middle. In the middle, no, you're right as well. In the middle, it's very Arabia-like, like very open and not easy to wall.
I'm going to look it up.
There is a link in the Twitch chat. Take a look.
Oh yeah, I like that map too.
Okay. Okay, here. Players have launched. Okay guys, so for everyone who has just tuned in, I just saw the viewer numbers going up dramatically. 451 viewers at the moment. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we have reached the knockout stage. It is best of 7s now, and hopefully you can see all the maps and settings on the overlay. If you have further questions, you can always check out AOC Zone, and there should be the rules and settings, map guides, and so on. And yeah, this is the second Nations Cup. We've won last year, and it was a big success. Most people liked it. And here we are with the second one, and it's actually not a joke. The prize pool increased from $30,000 last year to $50,000 this year. So this is a huge event with the best players, most of the best players involved. Who's missing? I think there's maybe Jordan missing, maybe Doubt missing, but most other top experts are actually involved. Oh, awesome event. And here we have an awesome match, really. China D, who most us ignorant Westerners didn't really have on the radar, proved to be all 2k plus at least, and they are giving Norway a tough fight here. Score is 3-3. And yeah, we're waiting for the deciding match. Or yeah, the tiebreaker really. Well, I hope you guys can see the game room, and yeah, that we're basically just waiting for the spectator countdown to begin. Someone has linked a picture of the map earlier. Again, it has water at the sides, most of the forests in the back and, well, in the front, and lots of open area in the middle. I think players can team war, just because the middle area is limited, but it's still mostly a land-based map, and I think there will be a sling. Just have a feeling. Whack, I just heard something in the background. Are you here?
Yes.
What do you think, or what would you do with your team? Like, please tell us all your secrets. On 3v3, yes.
Well, it's 4 vs 4.
My bad. It's 4v4. So anyway, I thought
But
there
get
would
the
be a
setting
sling.
right.
Yeah.
So
Is it a sling
it
map or
depends.
not?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly can be. It's dependent on kind of your positions. For example, if all of you have your back to the wood, that means that your flanks are probably going to want to grush because you don't just want to give the other team C. Whereas if you have all of your backs to the sea, then maybe you want to have your Viking run across to their side and try and sneak rush them, or just team wall and everybody fish boom off the back, and then you can sling as well. I mean, those are kind of your options, or maybe you get like 3 on one and 1 on the other, and then you just kind of have to like, yes, do we want to have this Civ be the grusher or not? Is it better to have them push or not push, or sling, or take the sling? And so it's very, you have to be adaptable. You have to have a, like, that's one of the things that the teams that are really good in this tournament do, is they play together a lot, and because of that, they've talked through a lot of the struggles that they've had when they tried these things. So when they decide, let's do this strategy at the beginning of a game, all of them know what everybody's going to do, as far as their responsibilities go as well.
Yeah. I think everyone knows that civilizations can be spread in flank and pocket. That is nothing new. But here, actually, the positioning can be crazy. You can have your entire lake completely for your team, or you have to share basically with 2 opponents. So, and that changes the strategy completely.
See, this setup like this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for Viper, because he's going to have the entire side to defend.
Yeah, well, but it's one of the more well, symmetrical maps. I think it's pretty obvious
this
which
is really
lake
interesting.
belongs to which
I think
team.
that this actually favors Norway, because they can have never ever run down the weak side for China and try and get docks up if they want. And if they can't, it's not too difficult of a wall to get his wall over towards Green's base. And then he's pretty well taken care of, and he can sling Viper. Viper Spanish, you don't see this often.
Yeah, good
like
point.
I really like it.
I just checked the civilization on the, well, top corner there. For China, that's Jax, and he's Mayan, so not so likely to go for a heavy grudge. So yeah, you're right. Never ever as a Viking there. Could definitely try and sneak there. Then what else? Oh, let's just go through the players. Trade benefits, Spanish and no Spanish for the Chinese team again. Yeah.
I mean, the Chinese team will have an advantage early unless something crazy happens, like with a grush or something, because Persian, boat boom, and like their kind of initial eco, like the way that they get able to get the TCs up really fast and start pumping out the eco is just better. But
NBL stealing a boar, by the way.
Yeah, he made sure that they knew about it too. He was taunting as he did it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you if you type something like that in the chat, you better get the boar, otherwise you kind of look bad.
It's a long lure too. But he's about as lame as they come.
He lost it. Yeah.
Yeah. Paying attention.
Okay.
The drag spot.
And now there's the Great Scout chasing him, so he's not gonna get that ball. He's trying though. What is he trying?
He's stubborn. He's gonna try though.
MBL.
No, he's not.
Now 16.
He was trying to one-hit it.
Yeah, but he lost the chance. Now it's gonna be on 13. Yeah, it's no point.
I'd be really surprised to see Jax try and grush here. If I'm Jax, I want to do just my own fish and get my TCs up and get going in. But maybe, well, it looks like him and me docked his own side too, and it looks like Never Ever did as well. So maybe, I mean, they could maybe forward and try and do it. Like I've seen where a guy will do his own fish, but then send like 2 or 3 villagers forward to do the forward grush. But I'm not sure we're gonna see it.
Okay, well, I'll just introduce the players for the people who are on a tablet or on a mobile who can't just read all the names. So in yellow we have the Viper. That's a Spanish. He's playing here at the left side. Pocket position. Well, teams are, or players are very close together here on the map. That's Naruto fan, better known as Slatin in orange. In green we have MBL. He is Mongols. And finally, Never Ever Vikings for the Norwegian team. Then quickly, China D. That's a Viking player here. Emin Me in blue. Grey
is walking a Vil.
Is he? Oh yeah, he's sneaking.
East side. They're gonna go wall or sneak. So we'll pay attention to that. But he also killed, while you were talking, he also killed the villager of it, Never Ever making a dock in the house.
Ooh. Didn't notice that. Well, the villager is marked as a builder.
It's gonna be timed well too, because Never Ever is going to wall right now, sending those vills. I think that him and me, if he cruises, he can make it there. Because as we know, or we saw before, Never Ever likes to wall with houses and not palisades.
Yep. Well, we have to keep an eye on this vill. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like he's about to build something.
Oh, he's gonna build his own walls. Is what he's gonna do.
But why is he going so much forward? Could have walled like 20 tiles more to the back. Wouldn't have made a difference. Anyway.
Does only in one circumstance, and that's if they're attacking that wall. It gives you time to rebuild a wall behind. But
yeah, but it's not really a Black Forest kind of map. But, well, up to him. So yeah, just to finish it off, Happy in grey, playing as the Mongols, and Jax in teal, he's the Mayans. Alright.
Viper Waller.
A lot of walls here from Norway right now. Viper walling the side. Actually everyone. Slatin the front, MBL the front. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so happy he's doing this. Viper's gonna go conks with Fishboat Boom. It's gonna be really good.
That sounds excellent.
Like that's one of my favorite things to do on Simet. Like I have recorded games, like maybe I could try and find it for you, of times I've done this, and it can work so exceptionally well. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game. Maps that have like that Dark Age fishing economy where you can still do conks or some other unique unit. It's so great.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
The other advantage to him doing this is that since he'll have the stone and the cheaper wall bonus, he'll be able to really secure his team's land. Be able to stonewall all of that, and Norway should be very safe. In fact, I kind of think Never Ever should sling everybody. They're all gonna have economy, you don't need to sell out for one guy. Like,
there's
just
nothing to crush for him, so yeah, start the sling straight away. Yeah. China D is taking its time here to wall off, I mean. Which is probably not the worst. They don't sacrifice too much villager time early on. Imperial Age there. 12-10. We could take a look at the the fishing ships. 10, 5, 7, and 8 against 10, 8, 6, 6. Okay, very similar. It's just one eagle from Jax here, trying to be a nuisance. Yeah, players reaching Imperial Age very similar times. coinage coming up from blue. So the Chinese player, here is Vikings, will sling. That looks pretty much like that to me. And market coming up from Never Ever, no blacksmith, and coinage. So both Vikings will sling. Stonewall's coming up from blue, so now it's clear as day. Same goes for Never Ever. Alright. Mayans walling off with stone as well.
Monday?
Even Viper is stone walling, wow. Okay, here comes the sling.
He's getting the sling.
This might be a long game. Very, very similar strategies. Team scores are almost identical. Let's see how this goes.
Red already outfished his deep sea fish.
Oh yeah, big
Send a
blue
bill down to the corner and get the
gap.
others.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Me's point of view. Let's see what he's doing.
You gonna fast imp Viper? Oh, never mind. He just has so much like, I don't know why you'd sling him when he's not making units.
Is it a mixture of a
That's
boom
not
and...
going to be used. What's that?
Like Viper's getting all the economy upgrades, I'm not sure for what. He's getting padded archer armor now. That sounds like conks,
This is
alright.
going to go conks, but
But
I guess
heavy
if I'm
plow?
him, maybe I'll even sell a little gold just to
Why
make
would you
sure I
get
can start building that.
heavy plow at minute 17?
Yes, because he hasn't built any farms. That gives you more farms than everyone you build. You have the economy to do it, it makes sense to do it.
I don't know, I kinda was taught to get heavy plow after like 10, 15 farms earliest, very earliest, and not a 3, but...
Well, that's... No, I disagree with that because, I mean, any time that you're going to... Like, now that he's building farms, those are just more valuable. It didn't take away from
Yeah.
any of his villager production, which is the only other, like...
Obviously, every farm
concern.
holds more food now, yeah.
Yeah,
But still, it's a
Okay.
little strange, like what is he doing
not
with
a
the
mistake just
resources?
because you're supposed to do it at some specific time.
No, it's... I didn't want to say it's a mistake. I'm just not sure what Norway is doing there. Viper is getting resources, but he's putting most of them into economy upgrades and not into army.
I think he should have. Now he's going to do it, and now his economy is going to be even better because it's already had that nice villager base. If I was Norway, I probably would have told Never Ever, don't even take gold. Like, we don't need it. What we want is for you to give everybody food and wood so we can all get our economy upgrades faster, and then we'll be able to go up faster on our own.
But there's also a thing called momentum, and the earlier you strike with a sling, the better. Or am I completely
I agree
wrong?
with that, but it's a different kind of momentum. It's longer term sustainability momentum. And even with them slinging here, he wasn't making knights, so what good is that gold? He's had 700 or 800 gold for 4 minutes. That's not doing anything.
Yeah. Okay, still on the point of view from Me. So, wonder what China's gonna do. It's not only Norway. So, Happy is receiving it. That's the Mongol. Interesting one. So, China is slinging the Mongol player and Norway the Spanish player.
It should be mostly fine. I mean, MBL is gonna have a nice 4 TC boom, I'm sure. The Sletton's had 1, 2, 3, 4 hit as well. Like they're both gonna have really good times. And Viper's gonna click up now too. There he goes Imperial, he's gonna drop another castle, he's gonna do the conks into Imp. Oh, they had never ever go up. Smart. Very smart. That's gonna be huge for Norway. Get that Castle Age sling going.
Yeah, with so much uncontested fish, I guess it would be a ways to go up really late. So, yeah.
I think China is gonna send up even me as well now. He has 600 and 200, so... Oh, no, he sent it.
Yep, he just gave it away, yeah. Oh, there's 4 conks, 8 plumes in the middle, nothing serious going on. Oh wait, but there's a pit heart coming up.
Viper's gonna go, cavalry and not not conks.
Yeah, in late Imperial you hardly get to see conks.
I just thought he would because he is 1,000 stone. I thought he'd be making more castle, but I didn't think it made sense at the time. But now I understand. So now, after they never ever is able to get the extra eco tech or the extra sling tech and eco techs, like he's gonna be slinging even harder and faster, and so now Viper's gonna be able to really produce a lot of paladins. Houses. He's a hunter, so he never makes enough.
Yeah, let's go to Never Ever's point of view. Let's see, can we check that actually? Let's create it. Damn, did I miss it or not? Tribute sent, there it is. Viper received 3,000 and enemy sent 4,300. So the Chinese sling is stronger than the Norwegian one here to the Spanish player. Okay.
I think it never ever starts trading as well. Like he has 3 TCs going, and then maybe 3 markets going. And that sling is only going to get better and better and better. Norway is already setting up their markets, Chinese as well. But player 1, him and me, but China has 3 markets up, and he's trading, but they were going to be trading at a very slow speed because not get caravan yet.
Yep, it's a sad look there. Anyway.
That's how I feel like when I play.
Well, if you play with Viper, then yeah, that's understandable. Okay, yeah, I kinda had the feeling this could be a long game when we saw both Vikings slinging and the teams going for team walls, then yeah. And again, Norway.
Pointing out in the chat that it's very thinks it's risky that there's single wall on Never Ever side. Never Ever absolutely should make more stone walls and upgrade them. Like you go Castle Age for the technologies and this extra speed, so take advantage of that. You should be making fortified walls.
Vikings get fortified walls, so yeah, I should get them. That's gonna be an interesting one though. Mongols in late Imperial, well, it is basically late for them, 28 minutes with the sling. And Spanish with the sling.
What is Mayan's going to do? Is he going to do... or... I don't see any barracks from him.
Yeah, it's interesting that Sletton is like almost, well, let's just say 800 points ahead of Jax. What is the Chinese player?
That's really awesome.
well, yes, Sletton is a good player. He's a great
Yes, he's
player,
really good.
but
He is, like, when he's playing really well, he is really, really exceptional macro. So.
I've seen Jax play quite a few times on Black Forest, and he shouldn't fall behind that much. Not sure what happened there.
You can see now that the Chinese or the Norway slinger is now passing the Chinese slinger in score, and I will check. He is now slung more than the Chinese too, and that's only going to get more and more lopsided.
Castle Age was definitely a good call there.
Yep.
4 trebuchets for Viper, and no masonry upgrade for Mongols.
Never ever should be starting this trade though. That needs to get early plumed and get the rest of the upgrades, and it'll be a very nice army there for them. As long as Happy doesn't have siege onagers involved, like, that's still a pretty close fight. I think the Mangadai still give the edge if paladins are fully upgraded for each side, but it's not as bad as it could be like once siege onagers get introduced. Is Jack slinging or something? Like, why is he so slow? Oh, he is.
Okay.
He's slinging Zhaofan, so they're doing a double sling to the... Yeah, I think that this is going to end up badly for China.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Norway at the moment.
Yeah, once MBL, he did the Onager first, it looks like, but once he gets up there with Mangadai, where the hell are his castles? Well, once MBL starts, you know, making Mangadai, there he's making 2 castles right now. Once they get up there, it's gonna be 3 armies versus 2.
Just exploring what's happening around the main battle area. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nothing unexpected or expected. Yeah, game has stopped.
Yes.
Let's just hope it's a pause. Oh goodness.
Yes.
Jack's doing? He's just missing. He's not doing anything.
Viper needs more trebs, so he's trying to get him, but Sutton kind of blocked one of his paths. Like, he's getting treb stuck. But Norway's army is just so much better right now. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. But we can just quickly add it up. That's 50 and more than 50, so over 100 plumes and paladins there. Almost the same, and then 24 and 17, like that's 40%.
Start the game already!
I can't really hear you that well right now. Your microphone's
Sorry,
cutting up a bit.
did I move the microphone? I hope it's better now.
Oh no, not really. It sounds kind of just like it's a weird connection kind of thing.
Yeah, it happened with you earlier as well, to be honest. Maybe it's something on TeamSpeak. But I think it should be okay for the stream, like for the viewers. They should be able to hear you fine and my voice go through OBS. So.
Yeah, that's probably just me hearing you. You're probably right about that.
Okay. Okay, Zhaofan moving in with paladins, trying to snipe Mongol siege onagers. Yeah, that's actually a good question. Why is there no siege onager from Happy?
He had the economy for it. He doesn't. He has a terrible economy.
He has hardly any economy here. use sling.
You have to make your own economy with a sling.
Yep.
And he doesn't even have 100 mils, I bet. Almost
No.
completely reliant on.
Oh wait, just
Vikings.
above 100, yeah. 102.
Whoever's been doing it. Like if you're controlling an army of 30 Magadai, 40 Magadai, and you have 140 population, that's not sustainable.
But right now, Xiao Fan seems to be doing a good job. It's not only Happy really fighting there. Let's quickly check the resources for Viper.
Imperial is really trying to win this game without making Magadai.
Well, if
It would
there's
really help. They're much better versus paladins than archers are. That's why Viper is losing a lot of militaries, because the Persian paladins are able to stay alive longer with Magadai killing Viper faster.
Yep. Is it just that Sletten is asking for all the stone, or what's the reasoning there? I don't know.
He has 3 castles.
MPL lost 3 castles?
No, he has 3 castles.
He has, okay,
200
yes.
more stone.
Alright, so, yeah. Should use them then, yeah. Why is he sitting on 2000 stone? Don't get that. Yeah, it kind of shows now why Magadai are considered stronger than plumed archers.
It's like if you're firing with a 12 attack unit into a unit that has 5 pierce armor, you're doing 5. The plumes are only doing 2. That's, you know, what is that, 150% more damage per arrow, and they fire faster, and you can run them away faster. Like, it's just a better unit.
Yep.
In this kind of scenario. And it kind of goes to what I said before. You remember on the Land Nomad game, I talked a lot about, like, the value of your population space.
Yeah, obviously.
The later the game
Magadai,
goes, the Magadai are more valuable than the plumed archer. But like right around that, you know, early Imperial, because per time, plumed archers are so valuable because they're so cheap and used in such a large quantity. But the later it goes, you want to have Magadai, and the mine becomes less and less valuable. But if they don't, like, Norway has a chance to lose this if they do not start.
5 minutes ago I really thought this was Norway's game, but now that Xiao Fan is pumping in paladins.
They're starting to round up a little better. They're getting the Magadai there now. Viper's gonna make towers. Need more trade. I think China has more trade, but
oh yes,
they have a lot more
Norwegian
stone
trade.
too. Like Viper's gonna be able to make. Viper's gonna be able to make towers for days.
Yes, he's not building many castles, so he should have the stone. 1 trebuchet. Well, the Magadai should go back now. Take up towers in peace. That's 3 layers of
Magadai are there now, because China identified that they did not have Magadai, and they started to make rams. Like you see, like a caravan of rams starting to come in now, and that would have been terrible.
Yeah, and now MBL is actually getting us on.
He spent so much on gold earlier that maybe he needs to get his trade going or something. He does not have much. Like Viper, again, player who took his lane, 120 population.
Yep.
They're getting pushed back.
Viper sacrificed a lot of units there. At this rate, all the bomber towers will be down in like a minute. Okay, 3 castles there from Sletten. Not sure if that's a good idea. That's quite close to the Chinese trebuchets.
Yeah, it could probably be fine. I want him to upgrade them. Like I want Viper to upgrade his too, and MBL to upgrade his too. Like if you're facing a push, one of the first things you want to do is go to your castle, get hoardings, go to your university, get hoardings and architecture, whatever they're called. Did I say hoardings? I forget.
Yes,
just want to make sure that you get those hit point technologies, so that because not only does it add hit points, I think it actually adds building defense. So like they take less damage each hit too, and it really slows down push and gives you time to adjust and react.
Yeah. Basically,
Happy ran to the side because he was wanted to like break in with a couple of tards.
You know, basically it is 3 versus 2, isn't it? Because MBL, right? MBL, Viper, and Slatin are fighting, and for China it's just Happy and Xiao Fan and Jax. I was always waiting for Jax to do something. Now I just well, looked it up, and he's slinging big time, obviously now.
Probably pretty huge amount.
38,000, like 2 minutes ago.
Viper got a lot of food and gold now in his stockpile and got his population back. I think that maybe I don't know if he made more bills or farm or trade or whatever, but he's got 23 trade units now, so at least he has enough to sustain, keep building trade, especially with what he has. And then with that other 2,000 gold, he can start getting more paladins, and they need to. I mean, he has the 4 trebs out there. I don't think they need to build any more than that. Usually, I'm kind of the opinion that if you have an opportunity, you want to have more than enough siege, so you can just keep picking away at the, or you can take the castles as soon as you have that window of opportunity. But when there's big armies like this, and you're facing onagers and mangadai and trebs and stuff, if you lose position and you're going to lose 4 trebs, you're probably going to lose 8 if you have them too. So it's just kind of a loss. So I mean, just kind of see how much you have available to lose. Norway's population rebounded a bit here. They need to hold up position in front of the trebs and keep taking them. The castles of the Mongol. It looks like it's
some big siege onager shots. Mangunai count doesn't look good anymore, but Xiao Fan again pumping in paladins. Team score.
Like, Viper's losing all those trebs because they lost that position. Lost
Happy's getting the onager now.
Viper's population is. He had a bad gather point. He has about 30 in their base.
Okay.
Dax went up.
Quickly check.
So when Viper's army gets up there, they will have a lot better army in the front line. And Happy just lost a ton of Mangadai to MBL onagers.
Slatin was trying to move in, but Xiao Fan is there to defend. Jax is walling. So let's go back to the middle.
That was a good move for Norway, though. You're making Xiao Fan defend with more than it's taking you to attack.
Yep. And well,
now you can kind of see on the right side, like where the populations are listed. Like everyone of Norway is ahead of everyone of China now. The scores are separate again.
Yep.
They've got an organized push back in those castles and trebs. Not looking too bad.
Yeah, these extra paladins arrived and they just made a huge difference here.
It looks like there was a bit of a raid on Norway, though. I think somebody in the chat said Slatin has like very few bills, but I'm gonna double check. Or actually, you can tell better than I. Yeah.
Sorry, Slatin has what?
They said that Slatin has very few villagers. Slatin has 66 villagers and 190 pop.
Yeah, as Mayans, I think you can pump plumes all day with 60-70 volts, so I think that's fine.
I think he's probably been bleeding, or did he get raided? I must have missed.
No, but he has
they said a raid, but
trade cards as well, so yeah.
I thought it'd be more likely that he just deleted.
No, Slatin is on 198 pop, so that's all good.
Yeah, he's gonna take Jax on too, and that Jax is gonna try and fight with Eagle Warriors. And I don't know what else you can really do with Mayans in this, because like if you're facing Siege Onager, plumes aren't exactly great. But it's kind of like this is this is the time of game where Mayan becomes less and less effective. Now is the time when he's going to start making military for the first time.
Well, interestingly enough, Jax was trying to join the party now, but, well, his barracks are being taken down. So, not a big contribution here. A little bit too late, I think. Let's check M and me. Yeah. I think both happened a little bit too late. M and me going castle too late. Jax joining as, well, an active player in this game. Just a step too late.
I don't think there's any stopping this push now.
Yeah. Looks really good. And another big shot.
It's a good tournament for VNSD, or China D, excuse me, no matter how it kind of ends, because they beat VNS in set. That was really good of them. Well, VNS played their best, but at the same time, like, to get a win like that, that's really good. They played us to a 3-2 draw, or 3-2 win, or 3-2 loss, excuse me, to them.
Okay.
And now if they lose like 4-3 here, I mean, like, they've had really close sets. They did a good job.
Yes. Very good sense, if you ask me. A couple of games here have gone one way or the other, if you ask me.
Yeah, they're breaking in, Zhao fans trying to break in on MBL's walls a little bit right now, but...
With one siege ram, okay, a couple...
Yeah, one siege ram in the paladins.
Went
but,
down.
I mean, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, there's two siege owners just defending.
I mean, if you're in China's spot here, you've just had a huge population swing down, you've lost a bunch of castles, a bunch of buildings, and they're pushing right at the heart of you. Want to have a chance at this game, your probably last dying chance is living with those next 5 castles of happy. I think that you need to, everybody need, like, he can only make from those at, you know, a steady rate. I think that what you want to do is get Zhao Fan to make as many staples as fast as he can, and everybody slings him for as many paladins as they can make. It is over otherwise, and it's probably even over if you do that.
It's hard. I don't see how China would stop this. Jax with his eagles, they're not even upgraded, like no El Dorado, no +4. Looking at the army counts, 140 plus, let's say, 60, so that's way more than 200 against 21. Is that, yeah, 12 and 9. So you do the maths, that's pretty unstoppable at the moment, and Norway have what they need, trebuchets, siege onagers to make progress quickly. Oh, the game is paused.
Yeah, I think so.
Are they really trying to crack the 8 hours mark? Who's pausing right now?
I'd be surprised if it was Norway. For what it's worth.
I'm not gonna blame anyone.
Wait, MBL probably had to go get his pizza.
No. I mean, after such a long time you can always take like a minute break, go to the bathroom or whatever. Now, honestly, looking at the small push here from Xiao Fan, don't think that's gonna do much. It's like, that's 16 or so paladins at most. That's not really too much. And then, yeah, we just mentioned the army numbers there, military numbers. We could check the trade just to see how much of an impact the Spanish bonus had there. Oh, I can't do that right now. But I can check the achievements that I can do. So, trade profit, 20,000 for Never Ever, 5,000 for MBL, roughly 8,000 for Sletten, okay, and Viper, roughly 7,000, 11,000. Happy, just 2,500, that's quite low. 16,000 for Me, that's 4,000 less compared to Never Ever. Xiaofan, 11,000. Yeah, Jax and Xiaofan have an okay trade. Still, overall better for Norway, I should say. Or is it really? It's Never Ever compensating it. I can't do maths anymore. Villager high 199. Okay, let's go back to the game.
Going again.
Yep. Alright. So the big question is, can China hold in the middle for a while and mass up again or not? Because Norway is on a roll right now.
Happy didn't do him. I mean, I do think it was over when this push started and started gaining some momentum, but he's not doing himself any favors by not having those building upgrades I talked about. Granted, once Viper is able to do like 7 fully defended trebs and Glenn has a couple added as well, it's just
well, I think he got masonry, well, something at least, but not all. That's probably right.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now Xiaofan getting in front of the Mankidai, but Viper moving forward with the traps, so there's 3 out of 5 castles left. 2 will be down very soon, I think. Siege rams taking down barracks there.
Making a run for the trebs.
Yep, try to snipe them.
Losing a lot to those players. Lose his whole army and just trying to get him.
Yeah.
Wasn't worth it.
Didn't save the castle, lost all Mankidai there. Why did he sacrifice all Mankidais there? Don't get it.
Probably didn't think he was gonna, but that leg kicked in at that time.
And now there's no ranged units left for the Chinese team. No, I don't see it happening. How could China D still turn this around?
Half thinks they're gonna cut. Try and sneak trade for the last ditch effort, but Norway, you just delete your markets.
There's
Big
some
trade units.
yeah, siege workshops there, but it's a little late, I think.
Yeah, it's too late.
Well, every 30 seconds China D is losing a few tiles ground. Xiaofan has, is it maybe 40 paladins even there? You can actually check, 59 in total, so that sounds good. But still, the overall number is just crazy. Easily triple the amount of army for Norway. Happy buying stone like crazy. Just bought like 1,500.
Maybe I'll have Mangadai again or no? Oh, there's you should just run it way to the side and lose base. And make a bunch of army chase them over there and make their push even easier.
Yep, could try
There's
that.
Happy's running Mangadai over to his little area so that he can sneak for trade. Let's see how it goes.
I wonder if that's really the best point in time to leave now. There's another big push coming up from Norway.
Norway just has full, like they have almost full 800 pop going. And no, we're the only Chinese player that has full pop and giving all his resources away.
Yep.
They don't have enough military out there. Yeah, I didn't look at what was in those, and it's Rams, so.
Yeah, MBL can defend that easily. Just full siege rams. Not what we hoped for. He could just cut through the forest, I don't know, with one siege onager. No way to stop it. And GG. Wow, what a match. In the middle of the match it was 3-1 for China D. I thought, okay, one more. But no, Norway turned it around. Let me update the scoreboard. 3-4 in favor of Norway. Well, let's comment on the entire match in a moment maybe. Let's just take a look at the achievements for this last game. Trade profit, yeah. Spanish bonus is just so strong and it becomes stronger with every minute in the late game. Kinda had the feeling that it could be a long game, but it wasn't too bad. It was quite exciting actually. Well, Wack, any last thoughts about this one or this match in general?
I'll just beat down the point of the last couple of games that I've been saying. Like, when you get really good value out of your population, it helps so much when the game goes later. Like, when Norway has a Spanish and all of their gold units are producing at a better value, and when they're making all their high level units right away, and they have 3 people making good units rather than just 2, that's just better management. They manage themselves to a win by choices they made before and during the game. Strategy game, and you saw it play out exactly like that.
Yep, good point there. Trying to think.
And there wasn't a lot of like micro and little skill moves and stuff like that. It was which team made better choices, and Norway did.
Yeah. Well, that is my impression in general, that in team games, communication, the overall strategy, and that everyone follows their role is so much more important than an individual fight, right? Or like nice micro in a situation. Of course it helps, but if you don't follow the strategy, then your team will hate you. Okay, No, my impression was